my shining star. Since I've known you, we've shed more blood than could ever fill the Cheon Tha. The wounds we sustained were the testament to our might. But last night, I swear to you, your touch healed every one of my bruises and wiped away every scar. Through you, I've been born anew.
A moment passes. Wyll's eyes glance up to his horns.
There's something I need to ask you. Something terrible. Something greedy. Something unreasonable. I'm the blade of Avernus. I swore to cleanse the hells of the devils that threaten the coast. And I know my first target, Mizora. I won't let her claim one more soul, slay one more victim. I'm going to make my way to the hells and tear the horns right off her damned head. I want you to join me. A reasonable person would say no. I still want you to say yes. Courage, insight, strategy, justice. The 4 pillars of power. Not an eldritch blast to be found. Father trained me in the sword and the bow. They'll have to sustain me. I knew you'd say yes. All these years as the Blade, I've been called a champion, a hero, a legend. Names I never asked for, praise I never sought. But you've earned the right to be called a hero 1,000 times over. What a gift you've been to the Sword Coast, and what a gift you've been to me. What an honor to walk alongside a true legend. Come, the next page in our saga begins. It's not about me. It's about every desperate soul Mizora will recruit to the Blood War. Every life she snuffs out on Zariel's whims. I want you to see my blade slice her wings off her back. To hear her groans as she dissolves into ash. Say you'll come. Then we die proud, knowing we braved the hells to slay the fiend who held my leash. But have faith in me, in us. We'll cut Mizora to ribbons before she can so much as groan Zariel's name. I must have played this conversation in my head 12 times this 10-day, and practiced how I'd say no. But I can't. Not when I know deep down that you're right. Forget Mizora. The people of the coast call to the Blade and his star. Are you ready to be their hero? So be it. The next we meet, my blade will be stained with Mizora's blood. All I can ask then is, wait for me. If you can't, if you won't, then know this, wherever you go, you take my heart with you. So strong is my love that not even a devil could break it. If only last night could have lasted forever. But if I'm to be a Grand Duke, I've got to greet the people and gain their trust. First, we mourn. We bow our heads for the fallen and honor them by pledging peace. Next, we heal the city. We restore our broken buildings stone by stone. We restore faith in each other, one good turn at a time. After that, well, it's up to us to decide. Any ideas? And a magnificent ball, I presume, for dancing the night away. You dressed to the nines, Me in the finest uniform I can convince father to lend me. How could I ever refuse you? What a joy! This life we're about to make. This story we're about to write. Every chapter more thrilling than the last. I hope we never have to turn to the final page. Ha! You've already thought about a little raven guard running around, have you? I'd like that. So would father, I bet. A nipper to bear his name, learn the pillars, courage, insight, strategy, justice. I'd like that. Someone to carry our name, learn the 4 pillars. If only father. Well, father would have loved having a grandchild. I know we'll raise a family worthy of his name. My star. The parasites have barely withered. Your heart still hurts for them. Let it be done. The jewel of the coast will shine ever bright, welcoming the weak and the weary from wherever they hail. If father were here, he'd be so proud of you. Proud of us. And why not name myself Archduke while I'm at it? Maybe build some steel automatons to watch over the gates. I'm not Gortash. I don't want to instill fear. I want to instill hope. Hope for a bountiful future. Hope for a life free of tyranny and torment. Hope for the leaders that won't turn their backs to suffering. It's the least we can give them. A future worth looking forward to. There he is, the great champion of Baldur's Gate. I'll gather the snares, you can fletch the arrows. A duke I'm soon to be, but the blade's heart is never far from the frontiers. I'd venture into the wilds with you at my side if I could. The Illithid who saved Baldur's Gate, I would cry. And the people would greet you as the hero I know you to be. A beautiful fantasy. If only I could wish it into being. The people I'm sworn to protect will see only an Illithid. They would cower in fear. Or worse yet, try to fill you with arrows and daggers. I love you. But I can't be with you. Not the way I wanted. We'll make a place for you. Somewhere secluded. Somewhere you can call home. I'll bring you anything you need. Robes, books, sustenance. You'll be safe. I'll visit as often as I can. We can still dance. We can still write a story. We can still be us. This doesn't have to be the end. Gods, you're so wonderful. My heart's near to bursting. What a gift you've been to me. What an honor to know a true legend. It pains me to know you must live this half-life, hidden in shadows when you deserve to bask in the Sword Coast sun. But it warms me to know I can always find you, dance with you in the years to come.
Your mind turns to the future. Does happiness lurk in the remote corners of the coast? Does it lurk anywhere at all for one stuck in the skin of a monster? But in one thought, you find comfort. You don't have to face tomorrow alone.
It is. But that doesn't mean I have to discard you like a rotted carcass. I'd parade you through the streets if I could. The Illithid who saved Baldur's Gate, the bards would cry, and you would take your rightful place at the side of Grand Duke Wyll Ravengard. Of course we can, and I know just how to do it. I was selfish to ask you to live a half-life as a plaything for the Blade of Avernus. And even more selfish to be disappointed by your answer. Wherever you go, you take my heart with you. So strong is my love that not even a devil could break it.
Your mind turns to the future. Where will you go? And how will you feed? Can you ever find stability stuck in the skin of a monster? Yet of one thing you are most certain, whatever comes next, You'll face it alone.